Hello and welcome to 1969 Baseball. The Cubs and the Reds are going to face off on a Sunday afternoon for the rubber match of this three-game series. The Cubs took Game 1 in a 10-9 decision in extra innings, and then the Reds came back with a 6-3 win in Game 2. For today's game, the Cubs will be sending Ferguson Jenkins out to the mound. He is making start number 14. He has a 3-5 record, 2.77 ERA, and a 1.11 WHIP. The Cubs lineup will be Gosger, Beckert, Williams, Santo, Blomberg, Hundley, Kessinger, Banks, and the pitcher Jenkins batting ninth. Jack Fisher will be making the start for the Reds. He's making appearance number 10 with a 1-6 record, 4.53 ERA, 1.45 WHIP. And the Reds lineup will be Tolan, Rose, Carbo, Perez, May, Bench, Concepcion, Helms, and the pitcher Fisher batting ninth. It's a little cooler, 73 degrees today, wind blowing in from right at 9 mph. And let's get this game underway. With Ferguson Jenkins on the mound, Bobby Tolan steps up to lead off for the Reds here in the top of the first inning. The Cubs coming in with a record of 29-26, facing the Reds, who have a record of 28-24. Both are at third place in their respective divisions. Jenkins now with a 1-strike count, looking to deliver the pitch. And there's a grounder over to first. Banks has it. He steps on the base, and that is out number 1. Pete Rose, the batter now with 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 is the count, and Rose grounds that one to second. Beckert has it, throws to Banks. That is out number 2. Bernie Carbo now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to Bernie Carbo. And there's a pop-up to right. Coming in is Blomberg. He looks up and makes the catch, which ends the inning. So, the Reds go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the first of a scoreless ball game. Jim Gosger leading off against Jack Fisher here in the bottom of the first inning for the Cubs. 1-strike count. Gosger is waiting for the pitch. Liner into center field. That'll be a leadoff single as Gosger rounds first and stops with a base hit. Glenn Beckert now the batter. Fisher is actually quite poor at holding runners, and I feel like if we're going to steal some bases, this might be a good opportunity to do it. Let's see if we can do a run and hit here on the very first pitch. Let's see what happens. Here comes the pitch. The runner goes. The throw down to second is late, and Gosger steals the base. So that is ball 1. Gosger now has 9 stolen bases on the season, and Beckert now batting with a runner in scoring position. Here's a 2-2 count, and Beckert's going to line that one down the third base line. That's going to drive in a run. Gosger rounding third, heading home. The throw goes to second. Beckert, however, has an RBI double, and now the Cubs have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning. Next batter, Billy Williams. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's the 1-strike count, and the pitch, grounder over to second. The throw goes to first. That'll be the first out of the bottom of the first inning. The runner Beckert will advance to third, and now Ron Santo is the batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Full count pitch. Santo drives that one to the gap in right center field. That's going to drive in another run. Santo heading for extra bases. He is going to have a double, and that is an RBI for Ron Santo, giving the Cubs a 2-0 lead. Santo recording RBI number 33 on the season, which brings up Ron Blomberg. 1 out, runner on second. Here is the first pitch to Blomberg, and he drives that one to the gap in right center field. That's high off the wall for another base hit. Blomberg is going to slide into second with a second consecutive double, and the Cubs now have a 3-0 lead. So the Cubs offense showing up here in the first inning today. Randy Hundley now the batter with 1 out, runner on second. Here is the pitch. 1-1 is the count. Grounder over to second. The throw goes to first, and that is the second out of the first inning. The runner Blomberg advancing to third, and that brings up Don Kessinger. 2 outs, runner 90 feet away. Fisher working with a 1-strike count, and there's a liner up the middle. That's another base hit. Blomberg's going to come home and score. Kessinger with an RBI single, and now we have a 4-0 lead. And now Ernie Banks the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Banks waiting for the 1-1 pitch. Grounder over to short. The throw goes to second as they retire the lead runner, which ends the inning. So we go to the top of the second inning now. The Cubs own a 4-0 lead. Jenkins will face Tony Perez here in the top of the second with a 2-2 count. Ferguson Jenkins delivering the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That is the strikeout for Ferguson Jenkins, first of the game he's recorded. Lee May is now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball count. Jenkins delivers, and there's a grounder to second base. Beckert has it. He throws to first for out number 2. Johnny Bench now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's a 2-2 count, and the pitch to Johnny Bench. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Jenkins gets his second strikeout of the inning. The Reds are retired in order. We go to the bottom of the second of a 4-0 Cub lead. And now Jenkins is going to lead off for the Cubs here in the bottom of the second. They sent 8 batters up in the first inning, scoring 4 runs. Here's a 1-strike count, and the pitch, and Jenkins flies it to deep left center field. On the run is the left fielder Carbo. He pulls it in for out number 1. Gosger now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Here's a full count pitch to Jim Gosger, and he grounds that one over to first. This time the play will be routine, and May steps on the base for out number 2. Beckert now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Glenn Beckert lining that one down the left field line. That's going to one-hop to the wall. Beckert will have extra bases. He's rounding first, heading for second. He is sliding in with a 2-out double. And the Cubs trying to get some more runs pushed across here in the second inning. Build on this 4-0 lead. Billy Williams now the batter with 2 outs and the runner on second. Here's the first pitch to Billy Williams. He lines that one down the left field line for another base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Beckert. Williams heading into second with an RBI double. And the Cubs now have a 5-0 lead. Billy Williams with 30 RBIs on the season. It brings up Ron Santo. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. Coming up with 2 outs and Williams on second here in the bottom of the second inning. 2-2 is the count. Santo is going to line that one up the middle for another base hit. Williams rounding third and heading home. The throw comes home. Williams slides and he is safe. And Santo has his second RBI of this ball game. The Cubs now have a 6-0 lead. And now, Gary Nolan is being brought in out of the Reds bullpen. I feel like he just threw a bunch of pitches. Well, 2 days ago he threw 76 pitches, but he's apparently good to go today. So Nolan facing Blomberg with 2 outs and the runner on first here in the bottom of the second inning. The Cubs chasing the Reds starter with 2 outs in the second inning. Here's a 1-2 count. Nolan looking to deliver the pitch. Blomberg waiting. Here it comes. And there's a pop-up to center. Long run for the center fielder, and actually the second baseman goes out, and he makes the catch to end the inning. The Cubs score 2 more times on 3 hits and take a 6-0 lead into the top of the third inning. Dave Concepcion is going to lead off for the Reds in the top of the third. 1-2 is the count. Ferguson Jenkins with the pitch, and a grounder over to third. Santo has it. He throws to first. That is going to be out number 1. Tommy Helms now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Here is the first pitch to Tommy Helms. A pop up to center. Gosger coming in, tracking. He'll make the play for out number 2. And now the pitcher Nolan is the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 3-1 is the count. Jenkins delivers. That is low and away for ball 4. Somehow he managed to issue a walk to the opposing pitcher. That will bring up the Reds' Bobby Tolan with 2 outs and the runner on first. Here's the 1-2 count. Jenkins delivering a swing and a miss for strike 3 on the sinker. So the Cubs remain ahead 6-0 as the Reds strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the third here at Wrigley Field. Randy Hundley leading off against Gary Nolan here in the bottom of the third with a 3-1 count. Hundley waiting for the pitch. And inside for ball 4, Hundley draws the walk. Next up, Don Kessinger. With nobody out and the runner on first, Kessinger waiting for the 1-strike pitch. And there's a pop-up to left, deep, but playable. The left fielder getting to the ball in front of the wall. Carbo makes the catch for out number 1. Next up, Ernie Banks. 1 out, 1 man on. 1-2 is the count. Ernie Banks check swing for strike 3, and that is going to be the second out of the inning on the curveball. So Ferguson Jenkins now comes up with 2 outs and the runner on first. Here's a 1-2 count, and Jenkins swings and misses at a ball that was down and in for strike 3. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We go to the top of the fourth of a 6-0 Cub lead. Jenkins facing Rose here in the top of the fourth inning with a 1-ball count. Jenkins delivers. There's a pop-up to center field deep off the bat of Rose. toward the wall. Gosger, he drops it out in center field. Rose is hustling. He's on second. And that's going to be an error for Jim Gosger out in center field. So Rose on second. Carbo now the batter. Here in the top of the fourth inning. Jenkins delivers the pitch. There's a liner into center field. The diving play. And Gosger makes up for it by a lunging one-handed grab to rob Carbo of a base hit. Tony Perez now the batter with one out and the runner on second. Here's a 2-2 count and the pitch, and Perez grounds it to second. The throw goes to first, and that is the second out of the fourth inning. Rose advancing to third on the play, bringing up Lee May. 2 outs and a runner 90 feet away. Here's the 1-1 count and the pitch. A grounder over toward third. Santo has it. He does not throw, however, to first. And the infield single is going to drive in the first Reds run of this ball game. That is the first base hit for the Reds and the first run they have scored. So Johnny Bench now the batter with 2 outs and the runner on first. Here's a 2-2 count and a pop-up to center. Coming in is Gosger. He plays this one on the hop. The throw goes to third as the runners stop advancing. And now the Reds have first and second with 2 outs. Concepcion is the next batter. Top of the fourth inning. 1-1 is the count. Jenkins delivers. Liner into right field. That's another base hit. Blomberg plays it on the hop. He throws home. The runner. Oh, and the throw is errant. The run is going to score, and the runners advance to second and third. Man, Blomberg with a good throw would have nailed him there at the plate. However, the Reds score their second run of this game, and that's the second Cub error as well. So now Tommy Helms is the batter with 2 outs and runners on second and third here in the top of the fourth inning. Jenkins working. Here's the pitch. Liner toward third. Santo has it. He throws to first, and the side is retired. So the Reds score twice, and they've made this a 6-2 ball game going into the bottom of the fourth inning. Gosger now facing Nolan here in the bottom of the fourth with a full count. Gosger waiting for the pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a fastball at 92. Just burned it right by him. And now Beckert is the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Glenn Beckert. Here it comes. And there's a pop-up to short left field. Chasing is Carbo. He calls off the center fielder and makes the catch for out number 2. Billy Williams now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Billy Williams waiting for the pitch. And a grounder over to first. Picked up by May. He flips to the pitcher covering, and that will end the inning. So the Cubs go down in order. We go to the top of the fifth of a 6-2 ball game. Jenkins now facing the pitcher Nolan in the top of the fifth inning with a 1-ball count. Jenkins delivers. There's a grounder up the middle. Beckert has it. He throws to first. That is out number 1. Bobby Tolan now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike pitch. Popped up to left. Billy Williams coming in. He has a line on it. He makes the catch for out number 2. Pete Rose now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Jenkins working with a 1-2 count. And there's a grounder to short. Kessinger has it. He throws to first, which will end the inning. So the Reds go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the fifth with the Cubs still up by 4. Ron Santo leading off for the Cubs. He's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs in this game. Coming up to lead off in the bottom of the fifth inning. Here's a 2-2 count. And Santo waits for the pitch. There's a liner, deep left field. It looks like he got all that one. That is going to be a home run. Ron Santo gives the Cubs a 412-foot home run and extends the lead out to 7-2 here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Ron Santo now with 8 home runs on the season and 35 RBIs. And a new Red pitcher will be brought in out of the bullpen. Now it is Bill Short coming in. He's thrown 17 2/3 innings, 8 walks, 12 strikeouts, and a 2.55 ERA. The lefty Short is going to face the lefty Blomberg here in the bottom of the fifth inning. 2-ball count. Short looking to deliver the pitch. And here it comes. There's a grounder toward third. Picked up and thrown over to first, and 5-3 will record the putout for out number 1. Hundley now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 is the count. Hundley waiting for the pitch. And he grounds that one up the middle. The shortstop has this one. Throwing to first, that'll be out number 2. Don Kessinger the next batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's a 1-2 count. Kessinger waiting for the pitch and a grounder back up the middle. The shortstop has it. The throw to first, but Kessinger, speeding down the line, beats it out for an infield single. So the inning remains alive for Ernie Banks. with 2 outs and the runner on first. Banks facing short with a 1-ball count. And he's going to ground that one to second. The throw goes to first, which will end the inning. So the Cubs get a solo home run off the batter, Ron Santo. We go to the top of the 6th of a 7-2 ball game. Jenkins coming out for inning of work number 6. He's going to face Bernie Carbo to lead off for the Reds. Here's the first pitch to Carbo, and a liner into right field. That is going to clear the second baseman and land for a single. So a leadoff base hit will bring up Tony Perez with nobody out, 1 man on. Jenkins working, first pitch. Perez pops it up in foul territory. The catcher, Hundley, gives way to the third baseman, Santo, who makes the catch for out number 1. Lee May now the batter with 1 out and 1 man on. Here's a 2-strike count, and the pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 3. The slider down and in, and May strikes out swinging. That is strikeout number 4 on the day for Ferguson Jenkins. Brings up Johnny Bench, 2 outs, 1 man on. 1 and strike is the count, and Bench pops it up to right center. Chasing is Gosger. He calls off Blomberg and makes the catch to end the inning. So, the Reds strand a runner. We go to the bottom of the 6th of a 7-2 contest. And Jenkins leading off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. How many pitches has Jenkins thrown? He's thrown 74. We're going to put him back out there for the 7th inning. So Jenkins facing short here in the bottom of the 6th, leading off for the Cubs. And Jenkins lines that one toward the shortstop, plays it on a hop, the throw over to first, and that is out number 1. Gosger now the batter. With 1 out, nobody on. Gosger waiting for the first pitch. And there's a grounder back toward the mound. The pitcher has it. He throws to first, but the speedy Gosger beats it out for an infield single. So now Glenn Beckert is the batter. With a runner on first and 1 out. Short, facing Beckert. Here comes the pitch. Lined into left field. On the run is Carbo. He's going to make the catch for out number 2. That was well hit, but well within the range of Carbo to run it down and grab it for out the second out of the inning. Billy Williams now the batter with 2 outs and the runner on first. Bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a 1-2 pitch and a pop up to left. This will be a little more routine as Carbo gets under it and catches that lazy fly ball to end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. We go to the top of the 7th of a 7-2 ball game. Jenkins now going to face the lower third of the Reds lineup in the top half of the 7th inning. Concepcion leading off for the Reds. Here's a 1-1 count, and Jenkins gets him to pop up down the right field line. Banks making the catch behind first base for out number 1. Tommy Helms now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Jenkins looking to deliver the pitch. And a pop up to right center. Blomberg chasing, Gosger calling him off and putting it away for out number 2. Clarence Jones now the batter, pinch hitting for the pitcher spot with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Jenkins working with a 1-2 count. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Jones chases a bad pitch and he goes down swinging to end the inning. It is now time to stretch here in Chicago. We're going to the bottom of the 7th of a 7-2 ball game. And now Ron Santo is going to lead off against Clay Carroll here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And we're going to warm up a reliever in the Cub bullpen, which is going to be, let's see here. Excuse me. It's going to be Dick Bates. So Clay Carroll coming in out of the Reds bullpen. He's thrown 16 innings, walked 7, struck out 12 with a 2.25 ERA. Carroll facing Santo here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Santo is 3 for 3 with a home run and 3 RBIs in today's ballgame. Here's a 2-2 count, and the pitch to Santo. And here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Santo strikes out swinging. It brings up Ron Blomberg. 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball is the count. Blomberg swinging and grounding it towards short. The throw goes to first, and that is out number 2. Next up, Randy Hundley with 2 outs and nobody on. Hundley facing Carroll with 1 strike count, and there's a liner past the second baseman into right field. That's going to be a 2-out single for Randy Hundley. He stops at first after a wide turn, and it brings up Don Kessinger. 2 for 3 with an RBI today. Kessinger facing Carroll with 2 outs and 1 man on. Here's a 1-ball count. Kessinger lining that one down into right field for another base hit. Hundley rounding second, heading for third. He is going to be dead to rights as he slides into third late. The throw beat him easily, and that will end the inning. Tony Perez is coming out of the ball game. He was injured on that play. However, the Cubs still maintain the 7-2 lead. So Tony Perez, he's day-to-day with a hamstring. He is going to remain in the game. All right, so Bobby Tolan is going to lead off for the Reds, and a new pitcher is going to be brought in out of the Cub bullpen. It's going to be Dick Bates. And we're going to actually do a double switch here. Bates is going to come in to the number 7 spot, and he is going to pitch. And then Wes Parker is going to come in and play first base. And Al Montreal is going to come in and play short. So Montreal will lead off the next half inning, followed by Wes Parker, and Bates will be the number 7 hitter. Now, Bates is going to face the Reds' leadoff hitter to lead off the top of the 8th inning. Bobby Tolan steps up to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. 2-2 is the count. Bates looking to deliver the pitch. And there's a pop-up to left. Billy Williams chasing. He looks up and catches it for out number 1. Pete Rose now the batter. With 1 out, nobody on. Rose waiting for the first pitch from Bates. There's a grounder toward third, a hot smash. Santo has it. He throws over to first for out number 2. And now, Bernie Carbo the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Bates working with a 2-strike count. Here comes the pitch. And strike 3 is called right on the outside corner. So Bates strikes him out to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th of a 7-2 contest. Montreal leading off against Carroll here in the bottom of the 8th inning. 2-strike count. Montreal lining that one into left. Carbo has an easy play. Takes about 2 steps to his left and makes the catch for out number 1. Wes Parker now the batter with 1 out and nobody on. Parker waiting for the 1-2 pitch. And he swings and misses for strike 3. So that is the 2nd out of the inning. And it brings up Jim Gosger with 2 outs and nobody on. 1 strike is the count. Gosger loops it into right field. The second baseman goes back on the grass, makes the catch to end the inning. We're going to the top of the 9th of a 7-2 ball game. And now we are going to warm up Jim Brewer just on the off chance that we would need him in today's ball game. Clyde Mashore is going to lead off for the Reds here in the top of the 9th inning. Dick Bates coming out for inning of work number 2, trying to close out this ball game. Here's a 2-ball count. Bates delivering the pitch, and there's a drive into right field. Blomberg chasing. He's going to run it down for out number 1. Lee May now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. May waiting for the 2-2 pitch. Bates delivers. There's a swing and a miss on a changeup for strike 3. 2nd out of the inning. Reds down to their final out, and Johnny Bench steps up to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. Bates working with a 1-2 count. And there's a pop-up behind second base. Kessinger going over. Montreal making the catch to end the inning. So the Cubs are victorious 7-2 against the Reds today. The player of today's game is Ron Santo. Santo went 3 for 4 with a home run, 2 runs scored, and 3 RBIs in this ball game. The Reds' Tony Perez was also injured at a collision at third base. However, he remained in the ball game. So the Reds' Jack Fisher suffers the loss. He drops to 1-7. He only went an inning and 2/3 of 8-hit, 6-run baseball. Ferguson Jenkins gets the win for the Cubs. He went 7 innings of 4-hit baseball with 2 runs, neither of which were earned, 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. And he improves his record to 4-5 on the season. So the Cubs improved to 30-26 as the Reds dropped to 28-25. Thank you for watching 1969 Baseball.